Hello, welcome back students. Before we start our discussion, let me first introduce myself. My name is Mabel A. Samelian and I will be your instructor for this subject. So before we proceed with our next slide, may I ask everyone, how are you feeling today? Anyone? Yes, miss? Very good. It's good to know that you are all doing fine right now. So I think we can now proceed with our next slide. Okay. So I have here prepared a video and I want you to observe what is the video is all about. Okay, class? Okay, wait a minute. Okay.
Turn in an assignment. Tap Classwork. View your assignment. Upload your work from your device or Drive folder. Tap Turn in. Your teacher won't receive your work if you don't tap Turn in.
Okay, class. So as you watch the video that I showed you earlier, what is the video all about? Anyone? Yes, mister? Very good answer. The video is all about turning in assignment using Google Classroom app. So now, do you have any questions or clarification about this video? Okay, none. So we can now proceed with our next slide. Okay. So class, our topic for today is maximizing the use of Google Classroom as a learning management system. And here are the learning objectives of our topic for today. First is define the Google Classroom as a learning management system. Second is identify the features of Google Classroom. Third, create a Google Classroom as a teacher. And the fourth, demonstrate how to submit assignments in PDF file, Word file, YouTube link file. And lastly, appreciate the value of using Google Classroom as a learning management system. Okay, so before we proceed with our main topic or main discussion, let us now first know what is the meaning of Google Classroom or what is Google Classroom. So Google Classroom is an online platform developed by Google for educational institutions. And in downloading Google Classroom, you only need to have a data or Wi-Fi to use and download the Google Classroom. And second, teachers can create classes, invite students to join, and post announcements and assignments. So we teachers are able to post assignments and announcements, and we were also able to invite you students to our Google Classroom to have interaction with teachers to students. So even though we are now not seeing each other physically, but at least with the use of Google Classroom, we can able to interact with each other and still communicate with each other. So next is Google Classroom is a time-saving tool that makes it easier for teachers and students. Why? Because it is time-saving, and because even though you are not at home or you are with your phone, you can still access the apps of Google Classroom. With the use of data or Wi-Fi, you can always access your Google Classroom app everywhere and anywhere you want. Okay, do you have questions for this one? Any clarification? If you have questions, please raise your hand so I can accommodate you, and I will do my best to answer your questions. Anyone? Okay, none so far. So we can now proceed with our next slides. So we have a question here. So what are the best features of Google Classroom, or what are the best features of Google Classroom? So first, the best feature of Google Classroom is assignment. So what is assignment? So as I've said earlier, assignments, we teachers are able to post assignments just for you to have a guidelines about the topic that we discuss. And you students are able to answer your assignments in using Google Classroom app. And as you can see in the picture, we have here the title of assignment that we teachers are need to put or input. We need to put information here to for you to easily access your assignment. So we have here the title, instructions or your instructions about the assignment that we will give in to you. So we also have here the on how we can give to you your assignment in what way, such as Google Drive, link, file, or YouTube videos. We have here the options for all students and then the corresponding points of the assignments that we will give to you. And also we have here the due date. Always the due date on where the students can submit their assignments and the topic, and so on and so forth. Okay, next is customizable grading system. What is customizable grading system? So we teachers are able to give you scores of your work that you submitted in our Google Classroom. We teachers can edit your scores, can give you your corresponding scores by the use of criteria of the work that you submitted to us. Example of this is, as you can see in the picture, we have students here that submitted his or her work. And then, do you see the scores here? So we teachers can edit your scores using tapping this, and after we given you your scores, we teachers can now turn in or return your work to you. And for you to have your feedback about your work that you submitted on your assignment. Okay, next. The virtual discussions. So even though we are not seeing each other physically, this Google Classroom is a big help for all of us teachers and students, because even though we have a limited face-to-face classes, this Google Classroom help us to still manage to interact with you students by posting some discussions here. And as you can see in the picture, we have here the teacher posted some questions, and the students are able to answer the questions of the teacher in the comment section. So next, the announcement. So aside from using Messenger and Facebook app, this Google Classroom is very big help in able to announce your for us teachers to announce our important information or important announcement for you. And it is very easy to see, because these apps or this Google Classroom is will notify you if you have a announcement from your Google Classroom. Next is live classes. So in this picture, as you can see here, this is the sign or the word meet or the join. So these live classes will help students to able to easily join the classes or Google Meet rather. This link is temporary for your discussion, so that teachers didn't have to change every session your link for your Google Meet. So before we proceed with our discussion, next slide rather, do you have any questions, clarifications about this these best features of Google Classroom? Okay, thank you. Are you still following my discussion? Okay, thank you. So we can now proceed with our next slide. So now, create Google Classroom as a teacher. So I also have here prepared a video on about how can we teachers, as a future teacher, how can we create our own Google Classroom. So wait for a minute. Okay, here.
Hi, my name is Chris, and today I'm going to show you how to create your first Google Classroom. Let's get started. The first thing you'll need to do is go to classroom.google.com and sign in. You'll sign in with a personal Gmail account if you're using this outside of your school, or you'll use your G Suite for Education account, in which case your school or district may have issued it to you. Once you're logged in, click Continue. And once you're in, you'll want to select your role. Make sure you select I'm a teacher. Otherwise, if you select student, you'll have to go back on the back end with your IT department and get that fixed. Once you've done that, you'll be dropped into your blank space here, which is a Rosetta Stone. You can add as many classes as you want here. So I'll click Create or Join a Class, Create Class, and then once I'm in this space, I need to give it a name. It's required that I give it a name. Algebra 1. The sections below, section, subject, and room, are optional. You're welcome to put those in there, but they are not necessary at all. After you're done adding all of the things that are important to you, click Create, and now your class is set up. In future videos, we'll go through how to modify this, how to add assignments, and do all of those other great things. But for now, you're...
Okay. So, what is the video all about, or what is your idea of the video that I showed you earlier? Anyone? Yes, very good. Yes, in creating Google Classroom, you only have to use your personal Gmail account or email account just to log in or sign in using a Google Classroom. And make sure that these have two options of wherein you are a student or you're a teacher. So these options can really a big help to you to choose whether you are a student or a teacher. And as you can see in the video, it is very easy to create your own Google Classroom in the future if you pursue your teaching journey. So are we clear with creating Google Classroom, class? Any more questions, clarifications about the video? Are you still following me? Okay. Thank you. So we can now proceed with our next slide. Okay. Now, so we are now in our next topic, which is how to submit assignment in PDF file, Word file, and YouTube link. So okay. This picture that you can see is a overall assignment using PDF file or YouTube link, and I will be discuss to you one by one using this picture only. So when you are submitting your assignment using a PDF file, you only need to go to your assignment or which work do you need to submit, and then if you will see this logo or this word which is add or create, you will just click it, and then there's a many features or options that you can use in submitting your assignment. So in posting assignment using PDF file, make sure that your file or your documents is converted in PDF format, so that you can easily click it and then paste it in the your assignment designated work. So if you are going to submit your assignment using a PDF file, you only need to click this file, the file name, and then choose your PDF file that you will need to submit in your Google Classroom. And then if you already click it, and then your file is already there, and then you will now click this blue tab, and it is the turning in, which is you need to click this to submit your work, because your work didn't recorded by your teachers if you didn't click the turning in button. Are we clear with this submitting assignment using PDF file, class? Okay, thank you. So next is the YouTube link. So in the YouTube link, you only need to copy your video in YouTube and then paste it in here in the link Word. And when you already paste the link here, you already need to click this blue button to turn in or submit your work. Are we clear with this? Can you guess or can you follow these steps? Okay, thank you. So no more questions, clarifications before we proceed with our next slide. Okay, very good. Thank you for your response. We can now proceed with our next slide. So, getting started with Google Classroom. I also prepared a video for this, and I want you to observe and make sure to watch this video because it will help you in for your using a Google Classroom. Okay.
Google Classroom is a free online service that lets teachers and students easily share files with each other. Teachers can post assignments, quizzes, and more, and then grade them, all without having to print anything. It also makes it easy for teachers and students to communicate. You can post announcements on the class homepage, or email your students directly. You can even message their parent or guardian. To access Google Classroom, visit classroom.google.com while logged into your Google account. The first thing you'll need to do is create a class. Just click the plus icon in the top right corner, then choose Create Class. A dialog box will appear asking how you plan to use Google Classroom. Google Classroom requires schools to use G Suite for Education if their teachers intend to use it with their actual students. This provides teachers and students with more security and privacy. If you teach at a school and you're seeing this message, check with your school or district to make sure they're signed up. Otherwise, if your plans are for personal use only, you won't need to worry about this. Creating assignments, communicating with students, and more.
Okay, and that's the video of getting started with Google Classroom. So, do you have questions about the video that you watch? Anyone? Do you have questions, clarification about this video? Okay, none. If none, I will be the one to ask you a questions. First is, what is Google Classroom? Anyone from this class? Okay, miss. Go ahead. Precisely answer. Thank you for your response, miss. Next is, what is the benefits of Google Classroom to teachers and students? Yes, mister. Very good answer. The third question, as a future teacher, how can you apply your knowledge about Google Classroom in the future? Anyone? Yes, mister. Okay, very good answer. Very precisely. Good job. And I think it is the end of our lesson for today, and here's my references for your guidelines. Thank you, class, for your attention and your time. See you on our next discussion or session, and you may now leave the meet. Thank you.